Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today looking at a set of pastry-esque sours that I got from Beardome. A lot of you guys have asked me to review some pastry sours even though I kind of dislike them. But I think there are, maybe not pastry, but like super fruited or creamsicle like sours. I think if I have to drink them are the ones I'll enjoy the most, and at least one of these are creamsicle inspired. Also, I wanted to try these because it's quite hyped. Super fruited sour from Burley Oak. Burley Oak is a brewery in Maryland in the States, and they're quite known for this series of beer. And they've even done, which is quite absurd, like Mountain Dew sour inspired sours with Evil Twin, which is, yeah, it's nuts. But we'll see what I think. I was also really wanting to, yeah, just to try these, as I said, because they're kind of hyped. So we got 3 variants of J.R.E.A.M, I think they're called, or J.R.E.A.M. And we've got their Key Lime Cheesecake variant, their Zombie Tiki variant, and lastly the Sickle Purple J.R.E.A.M sicle. So pops or creamsicle inspired, but this time with purple berries. I guess they probably have orange. They have tons of variants on these. We already did the Jelly Nut Jam, which were actually quite nice super fruited sours, but they didn't have all these weird things in them. So I think we're going to start off with this one, which is the cheesecake, key lime cheesecake, and listen to this. So all of them are 4.8%, and this one's got, let's see, oh, it's really hard to read because it's like so bright green. It says a kettle sour ale brewed with key lime, pineapple, cream cheese powder, cinnamon, vanilla, brown sugar, and lactose. I guess that's the ingredients for key lime cheesecake. So the head on this one really disappeared quickly. It faded very quickly. I have a feeling this is going to be the most sour because it has lactose and lactic bacteria working with that. But it looks almost like a New England IPA, hazy, lightly orange. It's blazing hot in Denmark at the moment. So I think these were fitting to check out. Let's check it out. I don't know if it per se smells like a cheesecake. It smells very limey. And I can see like a graham cracker-esque, almost like the brown sugar and like breadiness from malt, but it's not what I'm thinking, wow, that's like totally a cheesecake. But I really like that it's not like overtly like crazy cinnamon or anything like that. It's just mainly like a very limey kettle sour with like a weird, I think it has a weird off milky thing. I think that's the cream cheese powder. It's like this weird, it's really hard to pinpoint. It smells odd. There I got a little bit of the cinnamon. It does smell weird. I don't know how much I like this. Let's try it, guys. Cheers. Thanks a ton to Beardome for the beers. I mean, I think that's the only place you can get Burley Oak at the moment. So if you want to try stuff like this. And they're also well known for their hazy stuff, which we have something to try as well. And a coffee cream ale, which sounds really cool. Let's try it. Cheers, guys. That is so weird. It's really sweet. It's like sweet and sour. It's definitely very limey and cinnamony. It's, yeah. I can see a key lime cheesecake with cinnamon-esque kind of aspect, but this is exactly like, I feel like these kind of beers are weird. They're so weird. It's really refreshing because it's sour and it's limey. But that cinnamon sweet vanilla brown sugar thing is really odd, to me at least. But I think this is a bit better than some of the other pastry sours I've had, just because it's got that zing of refreshing lime. It's like lime pith and peel. Did it also have pineapple? I'm not getting much of it. Maybe a little bit on the back end. But the big thing is like this weird milky, lactose-y thing with like big sour lime, and then like some cinnamon-esque notes. It's an odd one. Like if we have to do pastry, you know, then pastry stops, but with the real ingredients. This is not a bad beer. It's just not really what I prefer. I think a lot of people will go nuts over this though. So, yeah, fun beer though. So let's try and move on to this one, the Zombie Tiki. I don't know what a Zombie Tiki is, if it's inspired by Tiki drink or whatever it is. I didn't do some research, unfortunately, this time around. But this is also kettle sour, same ABV, 4.8. Made with pineapple, grapefruit, lemon, orange, key lime, and then also cinnamon, vanilla, and lactose. But the fruit edition sounds awesome. It sounds like kind of like a cheeky drink. Tiki cocktail. So hopefully I like this a bit more. This one also had a head, and yeah, it's funny. It's not that sour actually. The other one, I think it's just all that lactose. But yeah, it's pretty much the same color as the key lime. Maybe a shade more orange and hazy. White head on this one. This one actually has a head. Let's check out the aroma on the Zombie Tiki. Yeah, that smells right up my ass. So much more. It's like a tropical fruit cocktail. It's like pineapple and singy lime, and there's also like the zesty grapefruit, almost like a salinity to it. This smells more like just a super fruited kettle sours, but with tropical fruit. And I like this more actually on the aroma than the tropical fruit jelly nut jam, because that had a weird, slightly vegetal thing. This is just like pure, just like tropical fruit. It smells like a cocktail, kind of. And I'm not really pinpointing, like cinnamon, maybe a little bit of vanilla, but it smells really refreshing. Let's try it, guys. Cheers. Again, it's a little too sweet, but that is definitely better, I think. It tastes more like a mixed tropical fruit cocktail type thing. Grapefruit, I'm definitely getting, like pink grapefruit or something like that. Nice tart singy pineapple with the singy lime. Orange, like all the fruit actually stand out in this one compared to this one where the pineapple was kind of drowned. And I'm very happy I'm not really tasting cinnamon, because I think cinnamon would be weird with these fruits. And there's definitely a slight kind of vanilla thing. It's almost more like a mix of a cocktail and like some kind of creamsicle ice cream type thing. And I can get on board with those if we're talking pastry sours, but this stuff and where they put maple syrup and all that crazy shit in there, like cinnamon brown sugar, it's not really for me. But yeah, I think this one is definitely the best so far. Really refreshing in this heat. But it's just a tad too sweet, but that's because of the lactose, of course. So, final beer, the purple J.R.E.A.M sicle. So apparently they do quite a lot of these variants, which is creamsicle inspired. And this one is made with, as I said, like dark berries, purple berries. So it's made with boysenberry, blackcurrant, blackberry, vanilla, and lactose. So yeah, I think it's going to be in the similar, just exactly similar, not exactly, but in the same ballpark as the Zombie Tiki. And this one looks beautiful. I guess they put a ton of fruit puree. I guess they use fruit purees for these. Most of the breweries that do these kettle sours, it's like tons of fruit puree to get them like this. But look at it, it's like bright purple, really dark red, maybe ruby red, maroon red, with a very fluffy pink head. Looks nice. Let's check out the aroma. Oh yeah, it is like a boysenberry creamsicle or something like that. I'm not getting like blackcurrant too much. Like boysenberry, blackberry is really what's standing out. Kind of like slightly ice cream like because of the vanilla. Yeah. I think the other fruits stand out more in this one, but let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. Yeah, it's also a tad too sweet. Like most of them, like they've got some nice sourness, and all of them except maybe this one has quite a fluffy mouthfeel, but there's like that lactose sweetness. I don't know if I like that too much, but I think the flavor on this is quite nice. It's definitely like dark forest berry type stuff. So it's like you did like almost like, yeah, we have Eskimos in Denmark just without the chocolate. Just like the filling on those. I think that's blackcurrant. Biggest mouthfeel so far too. But yeah, fluffy, and then like this vanilla creamsicle with like boysenberry, blackcurrant type stuff. They're very straightforward beers. Medium sourness on all of them, which is really nice. They're not like crazy sour. But yeah, again, I think they're just a tad too sweet for my liking. Like if they were just a little less sweet, a little less lactosey, I think I'd like them more. But as for favorites, it's going to be one of these two. But I'm not really sure which one. Yeah, that's really hard. I think I might lean to this one actually, because now on this sip I got more of that cinnamon. And I love cinnamon, but in sours not so much. And this, I think this is a bit sweeter too. Yeah. Yeah, this is just like forest berry dessert kind of stuff. I definitely prefer the purple dreamsicle. That's quite nice. Again, I think a lot of people will think these are amazing. They are very tasty beers, but they're more like cocktails almost. And it really blurs the line with, these super. It's like this is. I don't think these are too much, but a lot of the pastry sours that you guys know I don't like too much. They are too much. They're so fake and crazy and sweet. These are right on the edge. I can tolerate these. I wouldn't mind drinking these, and no flaws or anything. They're nice beers, but if they just were a tad more to like the sweet and like cinnamony and brown sugary side, it would not be for me. And especially this one. I think this one is just like right on the edge for me to not to be. Yeah, I don't want to bother with it. Yeah, it is right on the edge. It's very cake-like. Yeah, but as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of the pastry sour things, but these are actually quite nice. If you want to check out the Burley Oak J.R.E.A.M, I think they're worth a shot, at least judging by these, and especially if you love this kind of stuff. As for ratings, I'm going to go straight 90 on the purple dreamsicle, and then like an 88 on the Tiki, and an 85 on the cheesecake. I mean, again, they're not bad beers. They're just not, I think they're a tad too sweet, and like this cinnamony thing, it just ruins it for me with a bit of a, like with these kind of beers. That's why I prefer this one. It's just more like I think vanilla can work, and there's like that vanilla and lactose give that slightly ice creamy vibe, and it can work. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite. So fun to finally try some of these because I've seen these on Instagram like so much. So if you guys had a chance to try any of these three J.R.E.A.Ms, the cheesecake, key lime cheesecake, Tiki, or purple J.R.E.A.M sicle, let me know what you thought of them. Thanks a ton to Beer for these. Check them out. Link for the shop is down below. They just got a huge selection of American craft beer recently, and some is already on the way here. Also, new shipments of mead from J.R.E.A.M. They got Black Agnes this time around, which is really dope. So check them out, guys. Link for their shop is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers, and see you guys in another beer review.